Hello and welcome guys. Today I'm gonna teach you how to make a authenticating custom widget in Flutter. We'll be making a custom widget again in this video like in the previous video. So now let's get started. First thing, we'll go to lib and we'll right click it and select new, and we'll have a dart file main called authenticator, just like that. And next thing, inside it we'll import material dot package. Next thing, we'll declare a class. We'll have a class called authenticator, and we'll extend it with stateful widget. Next thing, let's import the missing overrides. We'll remove this from here. Okay. Next thing, we'll have a constructor made for the authenticator. Inside it, we'll declare a key called key, and we'll have this dot on authenticated, and we'll close this from here. And next thing, we'll have a final value change, which will be a boolean or a bool, and this will be called on authenticated. And let's add a semicolon here. And next thing, we'll add to override authenticator state and have a create state, which will be equals to new authenticator state, and inside it we'll have on authenticated as on authenticated, and we'll close this from here, and we'll remove this from here as well. We'll remove that from there. And next thing, we'll remove this here, and we'll next have a class authenticator state extends stateful extends state, and we'll pass authenticator to it. And next thing, we'll implement all the missing overrides, and we will remove this from here, and in here Here we'll have the authenticated state, a constructor, we'll have the key as key, and this dot on authenticated. This dot on authenticated, and we'll close this from here, and we'll copy this from here and paste it here so that the error goes away. And next thing, we'll have a text editing controller for user, and we'll have another text editing controller for our password for the authentication form. And next thing, we'll have a void onPressed function, just like that. And here we'll have an if which checks the user dot text not equals to, we'll have static username, user detail, which will let us go inside the code block and verify that it's authenticated. So we'll call this user, and next thing we'll give an O and have the password dot text not equals to 1 2 3 4. This will be the static password for our login, and inside it we'll have unauthenticated as false, and then we'll have else clause. Inside the else clause we'll have the unauthenticated as true, just like that. Next thing, we'll have the init state made. Inside it we say user equals new text editing controller, and we'll have our password as well, and it will be equals new text editing controller. And next thing, we'll go inside our widget build. Here we'll have a return new card, and we'll close this from here, and inside the card we'll have a child, a padding child, and inside the padding child we'll have a padding of edge insets dot all (15.0). And next thing, we'll have a child, a column widget, and inside the column widget we'll have some children. The children will be a new text field, and inside the new text field we'll have our controller as our user, and the decoration will be input decoration, and inside it we'll have a label text as user name. And next thing, we'll have another new text field, and the controller will be password, and controller will be password, and the decoration will be input decoration, and the label text will be password. Alright, we close this from here like this, and next thing, for obscure text we'll give true, and next thing we'll have new padding, and it will be edgeinsets.all 10.0, and next thing we'll have a new child for this as well, and the child will be a raise button. Inside the raise button we'll have our on pressed, and we'll pass our on pressed to this, and next thing we'll have a child. The child will be a text. Inside the text widget we'll have login as the text, just like that. Now the authenticated data is completed. Now let's go to the main.dart to implement our custom widget inside our main.dart. Now we'll make another dart to implement our authenticated custom widget inside it. So we'll have a new dart file, and we'll call this auth, and inside the auth dart we'll have our live template implemented. Next thing, we'll import the authenticated dart. Let's zoom this a little bit, and let's have a bool we'll have a bool is authenticated placed, and next thing we'll have a method. We'll have void on authenticated, and inside it we'll give a bool value, and next thing we'll have it close like this, and we'll have a set state, and inside the set state we'll have we'll have is authenticated equal to value, just like that. And next we'll have the init state we'll have a init state we'll override the init state right now. We'll have this as void init state, and here we'll have our is authenticated equals to false, just like that. And here in the app bar we'll change the new text to name here. Next thing, we'll remove this new text my app. Inside the children widget we'll have a new authenticator, and for the unauthenticated we'll provide our own authenticator. And next thing, we'll have a new text and inside the text we'll say authenticated and we'll have a $sign and we'll have curly brackets, and here we'll have our is authenticated placed, just like that. Now next thing, we'll run our application and see the static authentication in progress. For that, we'll have run on the dart. I'll come back to you when this is finished. Now what you see here is our login form we made just right now. We have a username and password to be provided, and we'll give the static username and password and try to log in. We'll give user and 1 2 3 4 and press login, and as you can see the authenticator turned into true. That means we can log like that using the static username and password, just like that. Now we'll change the password here and the username here and try to log in. We'll press on login. It says authenticated is false. So that's it for this application. We have made a nice static authenticating login in using a custom widget in Flutter. So here you can build an application just like this and have a database connected and have your username and password authenticated to check in and log in to another Dart. So let's try to log in again. We'll have user and password 1 2 3 4 and let's press login. And as you can see, the authenticated became true equals to true. So that means we can log in like that. Okay, so this is it for today's lesson, and I've just finished the custom widget tutorials by having 2 videos till now, and so I'll come with a new lesson in the next episode of Flutter in through my channel, and I see you another day and another time. Until then, goodbye guys, and please take care.